Hey everyone. At the end of the day, commercial real estate is really all about people. Where they live, where they work, where they shop, where they play, where they store things, and where they vacation. Which is why our analysts focus on people when we're analyzing commercial real estate. We look at demographics, psychographics, employment trends, and population migration trends. And in reality, all of those characteristics are interwoven. For example, when we look at the performance of office properties, we have to look at how many office-using jobs are being created, both nationally and locally within each metro. But we also have to consider what's happening with remote work and how employers are adapting to where people want to live. So when we as investors evaluate real estate, it reaches far beyond the property itself. We have to take a more holistic perspective that considers who will use the real estate and why. One of the things I found fascinating over the last few years is how the COVID pandemic distorted behavior patterns and the real estate demand. During the pandemic, major urban areas were largely shut down and most office workers were required to work from home. But this requirement actually created an opportunity for many households to choose where to live based on personal preference rather than where their job is. And that sparked a very significant population migration across the US. Major cities like New York, San Francisco, Chicago, and Los Angeles experienced out-migration at a level that was virtually unheard of. The four metros combined averaged nearly 120,000 move-outs per month in 2020 and 2021. At the same time, many Sunbelt cities experienced record in-migration. To accommodate the surging population growth, real estate investors and developers quickly went to work in Sunbelt markets across Florida, Texas, and Arizona. The total housing stock in Austin, for example, surged by 14% between 2020 and 2023, while Nashville recorded 12.8% growth, and both Salt Lake City and Charlotte grew by 6.6%. And that growth spread to other property types like retail centers, industrial warehouses, and even office space. In 2024, cities like Austin, Las Vegas, Nashville, Phoenix, and Charlotte will lead the nation in total commercial real estate completions as a percentage of existing inventory. Meanwhile, metros including Los Angeles, the Bay Area, Chicago, Cleveland, and Portland experienced limited construction. Now, what makes all of this interesting is that the wave of migration to the Sun Belt has been slowing. And move-outs from cities like New York, Chicago, the Bay Area, and Los Angeles have dwindled to near zero. This could create some significant opportunities for commercial real estate investors because the performance of commercial real estate is driven by both supply and demand. While numerous Sunbelt markets scaled up development to meet the needs of a surging population base, many of the northern cities slowed their construction. But due to timing lags and how long it takes to complete a major commercial real estate development project, some of the Sunbelt markets will likely overshoot short-term demand. That's not to say that in-migration has stalled completely or that these markets face a long-term oversupply risk, but it will likely take time to fully absorb the construction wave. In the meantime, markets that were losing population and where there was very little development could experience strengthening commercial real estate performance. This is one of the challenges commercial real estate investors face. When there's a major, readily apparent growth trend, investors and developers tend to overshoot the market. That's partially due to market and timing lags, but it is also influenced by investors' tendency to move the same direction at the same time, which creates contrarian investment opportunities. Today, investment activity is still slower than normal, and many investors are waiting for a seminal event to spark transactions. And it's times like this when unique investment strategies emerge. There are numerous commercial real estate market inefficiencies, like the disconnect between development and population migration, that are happening today. But to see them, investors need to keep their eyes on the horizon.